all sitting here shooting the shit.
Yo, what's up, man? I'm your host, DJ Deuce, with my two co-hosts, Bamboo and Silos. How you guys doing, man?
Chilling.
Good, yeah.
We good.
Everything's fantastic here. You know what? I just want to let people know, besides like listening to us and following us on Facebook, you know what I mean, that you could also catch us on Podbeam and also Spotify. Both of them are Shooting the Shit Podcast 1, all one word. Click on either. You can follow us on Spotify. We're also available on Podbeam. Also, subscribe to our YouTube page, man. Just, type in Shooting the Shit. That's us right there. And if you're on Facebook, obviously you can catch us there or catch everything all here at one place at shootingtheshitpodcast.com. Just want to let everyone know, man. Subscribe, link up, love our page.
Get connected,
do whatever. Yo, Bam.
What up?
I had a big, so we had the 16 Bars of Challenge round 2 head to head. A lot fucking closer than I expected.
Yeah.
I really thought maybe the next round would have been where I struggled a bit, but it was actually this round. You can ask Corey, Flawless. I went back with 4 of them for like a good 2 days, sent a few links to people to just hear everyone's fucking opinion on this.
Right.
And my big one, the hardest one was Snapdragon versus Facts. And dude, everyone that I sent it to was like, damn, that's close. I swear to God, it was literally a 50-50 split.
Yeah, I checked it out. Them dudes, they was going at it back and forth, man. But all the cats was going back and forth.
Dude, it was tough. It was tough. But there was one, but the other ones I'd listened to it a few times and say, okay, I got this guy. That was the one that I was almost like a pussy and just said, fuck it, I'll leave it to Darcy and it's up to it's up to them. But I'm a judge. I'm a part of this. I had to play my part. So
I'm glad I wasn't part of that because it was difficult, very, very difficult.
Dude, put it this way: it was on my ride home. I'm still having it in my head on my headphones on the ride home. Saying okay, because I'm a fan of both. You know what I mean? So. And it was a really tough round, and I'm going to congratulate everyone that goes through.
For sure. Heavy spitters.
Pop up the winners, man. There's Fats, Darren, Dirty D. Oh, the Dirty L. That's Dirty Laundry. And all shades of gray.
There you go.
I had to do a last-minute switch.
What?
Yeah.
Last-minute switch?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Right now, Corey and Darcy got another name there of mine, but I already knew because there was a few guys there that was like I was the final decision because I saw who it was, and I leaned on one and I fucking listened to it again and I led the other way. I don't know.
So what's up? Speak up, man. What's
I don't know.
What's going on?
I don't know, man. It was
don't keep me in suspense.
It was the pressure was on. Majority of the day, you can ask Flawless. I had Doug on my list.
Oh, word. Okay.
Yeah, I probably yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. And I think, do you want me to tell you really what I thought that defined? I had to go back. Do you know what I actually had to think about?
What up?
When things for me are fucking tied, always look at what they did right before.
Okay.
And I'm sorry, what Fats did to Monica, you should get arrested. Because just saying, that was kind of mean. But
Monica. I liked Monica.
No, fuck that. For anyone that was dogging Monica, fuck that. I can't do what she did. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna get up there and try and rhyme. I can't pull that shit off. It is what it is, I
liked her. She held her own.
Corey. I just looked down on my phone. He's calling me sneaky because of the last second decision. Oh my God. I would love to see them two go at it one more time. I don't know if we can just make an exhibition, 16 Bars Challenge exhibition, Doug and Flawless. I'd love that, man. I would love that. It'd be pretty fucking good. Anyways, last week we had a host, Alexandra. She came, helped us out. We interviewed DJ Elon. We're gonna get her on this week, but we're gonna give her a quick little interview. Us, the people, we would like to know, a bit about her. So get her on. Let's get Alex on. Alex, your mic is muted, just in case you don't know.
What up?
Okay, yeah. Sorry. What's up?
How you doing, Alex?
How are you guys?
I'm good. How are you guys?
We're good. We're not complaining. You know, everyone was almost on time. Sound check was actually half decent this time, better than last time, right, Alex? It was good.
Yeah.
We can hear
definitely way better.
We can hear everyone. It was fantastic. So, Alex, like we do like with everyone else, we asked a quick little questions like, you know, where are you born? What's your background? You know, tell us about yourself.
Okay. All right. So I was born in Dunrobin, which is like a little town in the West End of Ottawa.
It used to exist, but a tornado ran right through that shit, right?
Still there.
I'm fucking with you,
That was
Carlos.
the most wild shit ever.
Like,
I was in Dunrobin when that tornado hit.
No
it was
way.
Wild. Yeah. I had actually just come out because my brother had flown in from Calgary that day to help my dad actually reshingle the roof. So he flew in from Calgary on Friday, right before the tornado. He was like on top of the roof pulling the old shingles off, and he said like the air got really like dead and eerie, and he was like, "Oh, this is weird. I should get down." He got down. Like 10 minutes later, the tornado ripped through it. It was crazy. I've never in my life.
Now, did you guys get damaged? Like, did you have any damage on the
Well,
house?
actually, my house was.
Or was
fine.
the roofing free at that?
Well, yeah, we're like some shingles down, but actually, I think it ran through just like a certain part of my property because my house was fine. My parents' house was fine, but like trees were all ripped up in our property and like down my road, everything, houses down to the foundation. There was like dead livestock all over the road, and like it was crazy.
It was definitely a freaky situation. I was at the restaurant at the bar, and I looked up and I was like, "Oh fuck, it's raining." And then it just got bright, and then it just demolishment happened. There was no more power. There was nothing going on. And then because I know a friend lived in Dunrobin. That's the only reason why I was 100% sure that's where the tornado hit him. He went away to Toronto for a wedding, and he came back and his house wasn't there anymore. Like his shit was gone, his laptops. Yeah, it's fucking crazy. That must have been super scary. And you guys must have
crazy.
Like how long were you guys without power?
3 days. We had a generator running, and for 3 days before we got power back. But it was like horrible. It was just horrible. But we still had to we still had to do the shingles on the house and everything like that off the generator that was also powering our. Like it was crazy. It was a whole. Because we had my brother only there for that weekend, and like my dad needed help, so
you guys were the only jerks fixing your roof while someone else was picking up the pieces of their lives.
They got right back to construction. They got right back to construction.
Yeah.
The across the street has a huge barn with a tin roof, and they were repairing theirs too because the tin peels right off.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I thought you guys would be the only ones going suckers.
No.
You know, hammering your nails in. You'd be like, my bad. I'm sorry you went over there. That is crazy though. Dunrobin.
But I mean, Dunrobin's where it's at. I love it here. So.
It's beautiful out there for sure.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
So Alex, what do you do for a living?
I work for the government, federal government.
So besides doing absolutely nothing at work, what do they pretend? What's your title?
No. My title? Okay, so my title is technical advisor, but what I do is I develop training programs for officers and inspectors that enforce parts 2 and 3 of the Canada Labor Code.
Look at you. See?
Yeah.
We always told people we needed a smart one on the team, and here you are.
Yeah, exactly. I'm the brains of this operation.
I know. Just don't make us look too bad, because Carlos will mute you sometimes. You know? Mute you, talk shit, you know?
I'm looking at someone trying to say something, but he's in the background. Yeah, you.
That's cool.
And you asked me what my background was, and so my dad's English, like his family's from England. My mom's actually Lebanese.
Yalla.
This is interesting. That is interesting.
Yalla.
Yeah.
So tell us a bit more. What about what's your favorite type of music? Artists.
Okay, so my favorite type of music is rap music. Like I like rap music.
Okay. Hold up. And your favorite artist is Bamboo.
Yeah.
She's not into that 80s shit, bro.
You're doing it, damn.
Hey,
say something
before
first.
She's born.
We haven't heard your stuff in a while. We don't know. Yeah. So your favorite actual artist?
I've been really my favorite actual artist. This is a very honestly, I could go into depth about this, but
tell me.
This is not necessarily who I think is like the best rapper in the world. My favorite rapper is the Game.
Why?
So I like to listen to I love like The Game, 50 Cent, Jeezy. Like that's the kind of rap music that I
agree.
That I like. That's my favorite stuff. But that's what I'm saying is I'm not saying that those are my top. I think those are the top 3 rappers in the world.
You're allowed to like
whole other story.
Yeah, you're allowed to like whoever. It's just The Game is good.
But I'm also I love The Game. I love The Game. I feel like it's like my heart and soul.
The game's tight. He's tight. I give it to him.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to be an asshole here about The Game,
like
okay? Because that's what I do here. The Game is, there's a few, he's good. When I owned the music studio, that's where I met Bam, when I owned my music studio. The Game was a perfect example of what you don't do in the studio. There's a couple verses. I'd be like, just don't do that. Like it's not that you can't make it, because obviously he did. It was just a few verses that he would always, I don't know. But don't get me wrong. There's a couple tracks that I absolutely fucking love of The Game. There's no hating there.
I love him.
The Game. That's interesting.
But I've also been the last year I've been really like fucking with reggaeton music. Like I love reggaeton, like Spanish music.
Why is that? Why is that?
Reggaeton is like, I can't speak to it. I'm very new. I'm very new to the genre, so
that's fine. Like, they're going to accept you. They're not going to be like,
fuck you out.
Come right in.
No, but I have like, I know I have friends that are like really into reggaeton music, and I know that if I fuck this up, they'll be pissed.
No, but see, the reason why I think I like it is because right now it's probably the only music
that makes sense.
Has any type of rhythm for us to like. If we went to a party right now.
The music itself is so good. I don't speak any Spanish, so I don't understand the lyrics of it, but the music is amazing. Like I've been listening to like Nicky Jam and Dave Balvin and like so many. Like I'm loving this music, and it's just been like the last year or so. But I agree. Pretty much all I'm bumping to these days.
Because the down south probably helped that out a little bit too, right? On vacation.
Yeah.
Right. So there's a few you like going down south. You have a favorite location to travel? Place?
Okay, well, I just came back from Cuba in January, and that was like the best trip of my life, and it was the most beautiful place. So Cuba, but
have you
like
been
as
there
you
before?
know, like the food's not amazing. I'd never been there before.
Okay,
I'd been to Mexico, I'd been to St. Lucia, but I loved Cuba.
Have you eaten off the resort?
No, we stayed in Cayo Santa Maria, which is like an island, which is like you can't really go. There's nowhere really to go there. Yeah, we didn't stay near like Havana or Veradero. So, but I mean, the food was actually fine. Like we stayed at a nice resort, and the food was decent. But it's like, you wouldn't go there for the food. Like the food in Cancun was amazing. The food in St. Lucia no comparison. Was incredible. Yeah, no comparison. But the people in Cuba and the best. How beautiful. I've never seen beaches like Cuba.
We've traveled. We've been to Dominican 5 times. Made like we meet people, but no friends that are from there. We go to Cuba once, and there's like a friend for life there. We go back, we visit. They go to their house. Like it's such a different vibe. It's beautiful, and it's funny because I just posted a video of us going to Cuba from 2016 with me and Bam and a few other friends, and there was
that's my first time in Cuba, being American and all.
So it was amazing. So we went to this one restaurant where it was like a back alley. Like here goes through the house, and I'm like, where the fuck? I'm thinking we're going to Buddy's mom's house, and we're gonna pay her to cook for us. And it had tables, and I knew it was kind of legit because there's an Asian family there. So I knew, you know what I mean? I'm like, they're here too to eat, right? So and it came out. We had alligator. We had all sorts of shit, didn't we, Ben?
Alligator, deer.
Oh yeah,
shrimp.
We couldn't pick, so they made a buffet. Yeah, and it was amazing. So technically, you're absolutely right. The food on the resort is as bland as it gets. It's a borderline game show of Survivor. It's like Survivor. You know what I mean?
Especially in Cayo Santa Maria, they get like 1 truckload of stuff in a day. So they get like a truckload of food into the island in the morning, and that's like all you have. So sometimes they'd be like, "Oh, sorry, we're out of bread, or we're out of this." And we're like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, it's but beautiful. The water is beautiful. The people are great there. Absolutely, big up to Cuba. Yeah. Big up. Do you guys have any other questions for Alex at all?
No, not really.
No, all I know is that what was it? Last March we were supposed to get you starting to come on, but we dropped the ball on that.
Well, yeah, you're right. Okay, that's when that was, that long ago.
It wasn't.
Wow, you were drinking that much that night, huh?
Okay, turn your fucking mic down.
I don't know why I have such a hard time remembering meeting you guys. I remember talking about the podcast.
Okay. It wasn't.
You know what?
It wasn't.
You know what? I would love to know how you met these dudes.
It wasn't March. It was April. It was April on a Thursday.
Yeah.
Because it was the Good Friday.
Yeah. Easter weekend.
And I remember going, I don't know what, was it Locals? Was it Joey's? I don't fucking remember. Okay. So we walked in and then we know your cousin. Right?
Yeah, I was
so we wave, how's it going? And you guys are discussing the podcast, but I'm bitter at the bartender because he's like, last call's at 1. And I'm like, but no one works tomorrow.
Yeah, I remember that.
And you guys talk about that, and then Carm's like, she wants to do the podcast. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck. This guy ain't serving after 1. And I'm like, but dude, no one's working tomorrow. I do remember that. And he's like, so? He goes, it's Thursday. I'm like, but it's Good Friday tomorrow. And I couldn't wrap my head around how dumb this is. Like, why don't you stay open till 2?
Because I was outside smoking with Carm and we were arguing about politics.
Yes.
Politics.
Yes. And that's
we were arguing and I was like, he's like, you're really passionate about that. I was like, yeah. I'm like, I could go on for all night. He's like, would you ever do a podcast? I was like,
oh, jeez. Don't get into politics with me. I'll drive you nuts.
I think, you know what? I'm going to send you. We did one that day. So that was because we just came back from doing one. We did an audio. Yeah. I'll send you that one for fun, just to show you where we were and where we're at. Okay.
Okay. Yeah,
Bamboo used to be a speaker through a phone at one point.
Yeah, I was calling in.
Yeah. And the mic
you weren't on that one.
It was like, so I was like, we're trying to figure out, iron out the kinks and stuff. But that's it. Mm-hmm. It was, so it was a little over a year ago in April. And the only reason was if I didn't have that argument with that bartender, I wouldn't have fucking known the date. It was just remembering being like, keep serving us. Like,
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And then, so she met me on one of my grumpy moments.
Yeah, but you know what? To be honest, I don't really remember you being grumpy. So it obviously didn't rub off on me.
I'm not very grumpy, see? You guys are wrong.
I wasn't like, who's this asshole?
You guys are wrong. All right, let's get our buddy Carm on.
Wait. One more question. Since you've been on the podcast with us twice, what is your view on us? What is your take on us?
I have any questions
on you guys?
Yes. Your honest opinion on us.
Oh, I think you guys are awesome guys. I wouldn't have done this
Don't
again. I'm not lying. I think it's honestly. I had a good time. I don't know what to say. I had a good time. You guys are easy to talk to.
I appreciate having you on.
Thanks.
You're on time. You're on point. Besides, so for me, it was a pleasure working with these guys.
Thank you.
So we getting Carm on?
Yeah.
All right.
Hold on, he's fixing things. There we go.
You see all this? Woo.
Hey.
Oh.
What's up, boys?
Hey. What's up, mate? How you doing,
guys? Alex, how are you?
I like them. I like your mic. You sound very good, Carm.
Does it?
Yeah, sounds good. Keeping busy?
All-in-one mic, baby.
You keeping busy?
Always,
still?
Man. Always. Yeah, very, very busy.
Are you gonna tell?
I'm enjoying this, man. I don't know about you guys. I'm enjoying this. It's a blessing in disguise, man. I just
okay.
it allowed me to step back and just refocus, man. Just look at your priorities, get shit done.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's great. It's gotta stop. But it was a nice little.
I'll take this for a week, but not a few months. So I don't know.
Not gonna stop for me for a while.
Oh man, I don't know. Carm, we almost.
Yeah, exactly. It's gotta stop soon.
Jesus Christ! Like I don't know. Like I love like I said, my work aspect of it is fucking fantastic.
Why?
There's no one's on the roads. Dude, I bring big trucks of loads. They're like, you're not allowed in the building. I'm like, well, unfortunately, you have to unload all this shit. So I've been on vacation at work technically. Like I don't do anything, right? But like it's all fun and games until I'm done at 3-4 o'clock, and I come home and reality hits, and the gym's not open, and
I know
it's fucked up, right? Like it's just like, oh man, like how many fucking drinks can I have in someone's backyard?
Create your own gym. Create your own gym.
What the fuck do you know? Anyways, Carm.
Some things like
I'm not gonna get into that, but
I'm gonna start the rumors that Carm created COVID. Fuck, it's all him. Fuck. All right. So is the market getting any better, man? Can you let the people know things?
Oh yes. Yeah.
Going back to normal?
No, I don't think so. Not for a bit.
Oh,
not for a bit. I think we had the worst month ever in March, worse than the Great Depression in terms of the speed of the market crashing. Oh. We've never had a crash so quickly. Then we followed up by April. April was an excellent month. We kind of recovered about half of what we lost. And now May has just been up and down, just a crazy roller coaster. And until we can reopen the economy, COVID treatments, vaccines, better news about that, this is going to be the daily flow, up and down, up and down.
Yeah, I guess so. But things are slowly getting better, though.
No, they're not.
Yeah,
they're getting worse.
So.
Gas prices going up.
No, they're not.
No. Gas prices are becoming more normal, you nitwit.
You're thinking about oil prices. They're up a little bit. But that's okay.
I was like,
they're dirt cheap anyway.
What is it? It's like 90 cents now still, no? How much was the gas, Carlos?
Something like that. 95?
Yeah, 86.
Oh, what the fuck is he complaining about?
Why did at 59? You'll find out tomorrow what I'm complaining about.
I'm not complaining. Diesel's like 70, so I'm happy as hell.
Diesel? What are you doing with diesel, Bam?
Man, I'm driving a diesel and I'm loving the shit out of that car.
Really?
Bro.
What kind of car is that?
I love it.
A Volkswagen Jetta.
Oh, I used to have one. That was my last car.
I'm loving that, boy. That ride is good, man.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
It's a reliable car.
I'm what? Kilometers? I'm like 456 on it.
456?
1,000
on a tank?
Yep. On the car, on the engine itself. 456,000.
You forgot the three other zeros, man.
I'm telling you, man. That car drives sweet. I can't complain, man.
Holy shit. Where do you go?
Man, I bought it for
$444.
I bought it for $1,000, right? And I was like, you know what? Just scoot around and whatnot. Man, I went up to the city today, bought some tires for the wife for her car.
Okay.
And I ought to use less than a quarter of a tank of gas.
Could you explain to the people that, for us to go into the city is like 5 minutes. Could you explain to the people what the city means to you?
The city for me is like an hour and 45 minutes.
Okay. Get to dodge a few animals on the way there, So. All right, guys. So we're gonna talk about The Last Dance. Last 5 episodes. The Last Dance, episode 5 through 10. All right, let's get into it, man. I got a few questions I want to ask you guys. Some of them are fucking obvious because, I want to ask you, how bad do you think Adidas feels right now for not taking that deal with him?
So bad, so stupid.
It's you see there's greatness there, and Converse has the rest of the dudes, and you don't pick up this new cat because, your business is a little bit wonky. That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
Well, what I think is, I don't think Adidas had a shoe angle, right? They weren't looking for a shoe. They thought Converse had that market, so they said we got to stay out of that. We don't have the investments for it. That's the mindset. I think.
No, I guess it has to be. It has to be. No, but
didn't he not want to be? Didn't he not want to be one of many celebrities with the company? Wasn't that? I forget now. I haven't. That episode was a couple episodes back. I forget.
He wanted to go with Converse.
Yeah,
that's what I
remember
thought.
Converse had a bunch of stars, and he didn't want to be a part. He wanted to be the star.
Well, no, Converse actually said to them. No, that's absolutely wrong. I rewatched this yesterday. I do my homework. Converse actually said Converse already actually had the 5 major stars already, and this guy was a pure rookie. So they're just I have Larry Bird, Magic Johnson. Why the fuck would I sign this rookie? Is pretty much what they said.
Okay,
but his agent was like, "No, we need to get on this deal now." And then it was who else? I think there was another shoe company that was out there, but is it Adidas? Did he want to? Yeah, he wanted to go with Adidas. Yes. He was a big fan of Adidas.
Yeah,
and then Adidas, nobody was structured for it. And then there was a new company called Nike at the time that came out, and he didn't even want to meet up with them. That was interesting.
Yeah, his dad made him take that meeting.
That is crazy. Knowing now that everyone probably owns, all 4 of us probably own a pair of Jordans. Do you own a pair of Jordans, Ox?
Yeah.
See?
I own a pair of fake ones.
Well, there's fake as your skills, so that's okay. Which Jordans are they again? What number are they, Carm?
Those would have been number 4, I think. 5?
I think they were 5.
5. Those were my favorite when I was a kid, and I had them with the 23 on the side. Come on, remember I used to break your ankles, Joe, at the park? No.
Never.
It was so funny. It was so funny when he put on that his first pair of Jordans to play in that game when he was back and his feet were bleeding at the end of it.
That's my point.
They have no support at all.
Okay, but doesn't it make you think? Weren't they going to bleed the first season that he had them, or the first other time he split them up?
No, he's probably developed gone through so many shoes since then, has such specific needs. He probably has such baby feet that putting on those old flat.
Oh, damn, I would have kicked those things off.
Custom.
Well, those Air Force Ones though are hard as rocks. The sole.
I know.
Yeah, it's the technology of the shoe too, right? It's changed over the years. They're more molded to your feet now than they were back then.
So how do you feel? Support. So how do you feel knowing that this guy's feet were bleeding and you can't stop him still? What?
I know.
God damn.
Insult to injury, man.
God damn. What about the 92 Dream Team? I know he was blamed for Isaiah Thomas not being on the team, and it might have not been him neither. But I mean, should Isaiah Thomas been on that team?
Nope.
Why not, Bam?
Poor sportsmanship, man. I'm sorry, man. The way he walked off the court, you can sit there and beat and batter and bruise this dude up, and then got the nerve to just walk off when he show you up. That's some bullshit.
Yeah, but I think that was before then, though.
No, that was before the Olympics. You get what I'm saying? So if he's acting like that now, come on, man.
He had problems with Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, and Scottie Pippen.
There was a couple of scenarios going on there, right? So
we're talking about point guard wise.
But did they need him really? They could have had a pylon for a point guard.
They could have got you with your fucking Jordan 4.
That's right. I could have played them. I would have got.
But out of sense of pride, you're probably number 2 as a point guard in the league, and you don't make the dream team. Like that's got to be a little bit fucking.
Yeah, but that's the politics that kicks in, man. I
guess there's technically politics in everything, right? Like, it's just what about Jordan covering the Reebok logo with the fucking flag?
That was a genius.
I love it.
He's just the most dedicated. Like everything he does 1,000%. So if he's endorsing Nike, he will endorse nothing but Nike. Like he does everything.
But there's a big but. I get it. I fucking get it. But this is the Olympics, and Reebok is this. You know what I mean? This is.
No, I thought it was obnoxious. That he did that. But I mean, that's who he is.
We covered it like a G because we would have never noticed that's what he was doing. You know what I mean? The American flag, whatever. I thought it was pretty fucking cool.
And the flag over the flag.
Yeah, it was genius in a different way.
You know what? That's one of my critiques about The Last Dance. They didn't go into detail on a certain subjects.
Like
the Reebok thing. I don't think they went deep enough into it. Like, why was he so against it? They were very vague about it. Like,
you're right.
What was the story behind it?
Like it's a clash of sponsorship. Adidas was trying to overpower Nike.
I get that, but there must have been another twist to that for him to go that far to cover up.
Hold on. Just speaking on that, but he also had a run in with his son when his son went to I think Illinois, and they were sponsored by Adidas. He wanted his son to wear Jordans, and they said no. The whole school is sponsored by Adidas, so his son had to actually wear Adidas during his college ball.
Well, see, that's why. But that's the point, though. Is he that much of a prick that when everyone's wearing Reebok?
But that's why on the documentary he had final say what was kind of put in or not put in. So maybe they did go into more details. He just killed it.
But the point was Reebok, Adidas was sponsoring the whole Olympics, and they told him Reebok was sponsoring the whole Olympics, and they told him you got to wear it. He didn't disrespect them and not wear it. He wore it.
No, he wore it.
Yeah,
he just covered it.
Yeah,
that's all he did. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
My point sounds like there's a little bit more to that.
It would have been good to get more into that because, what if you would have at least interviewed the guys that would have sponsored him at the time or a representative of Reebok or something? Be like, you know what I mean? Like, because the thing is,
and I wonder if Nike asked him to do that or if that was just, you know what I mean? Like, there's so much. Like, I wonder if Nike was like, you better not go on national television wearing a Reebok symbol, or if he was just like, no fucking way.
Because it had to be, there had to be a bigger scenario, like Carm is saying. Because why fucking bring it up if we all didn't notice that? He wore the flag, and no one would have thought any different. He's being picked. He won a gold medal. You know what I mean? I get it. But now they brought it up. I'm like, hold on a sec. That's interesting. I would have.
Don't forget the athletes also get, so if they get their pictures taken and the Nike swoosh is on the picture and it goes on to the newspapers, they get like royalties for that.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah. So would you want Jordan with the little Reebok logo? So yeah, it's probably Nike and Jordan saying, hey, cover it up.
Most likely, but like Carm said, I think there's more depth to it, and I thought it would have been since we're fucking 10 episodes. Yeah, what's another 10 minutes, anyways, right? Bring it up.
Yeah.
So what do you think? What do you think about if you were Tony Kukoc, man? Would you have been pissed that you're drafted by the Chicago Bulls, and when you play them, your teammates are just trying to totally embarrass you?
No. You know what?
You guys are jerks.
I was very impressed with that boy. I didn't know nothing about Kukoc, and I gotta tip my hat to that boy. Mm-hmm. That boy, he plays. He ain't no joke. As I'm watching The Last Dance, and every time they show a little skit of him, he went from playing European ball to playing street ball. You know what I mean? his game went right through the roof.
He's a good player. We watched him play. He's great.
Yeah, and to me, if that happened to me, I would just say these guys are threatened by me. The best players in the world are threatened by me coming on their team.
Yeah,
that's what that to me. So I wouldn't be insulted. I wouldn't be insulted.
That's what I'm saying. He showed them up. He showed them like, yo, you can bring it, but I'm coming at you hard.
Showing them up was winning the gold medal, not the silver.
That douchebag of
a gold medal, Carlos.
They said it was like the U.S. Dream Team versus Kukoc that game.
That's right. And they lost by like 30 something. So.
No, I'm saying showing up the Bulls, showing up Pippen and Jordan would be winning the gold medal, but they didn't. He did a great job. I kid you not.
He did a great job, and that's why he walked away with how many rings he got now.
Well, here's a question I have though. So they drafted him in '92, right?
Yes. No.
So what
before then? And I think he played 1 year Europe ball.
1 year, but it was ended up being 2 or 3 years, right? Because he didn't come until the '94 season.
That's right.
Why is that? See, there's another thing about my little critique about this. They kind of left some side stories out of it.
Because you're right. Because it wasn't just a Jordan documentary. It was actually the Bulls, right?
Yes.
Especially with that last team that won the
championship. Yeah, it was that season. Yeah.
So that's right. It's a little bit interesting with that. I just found it like. I love it. I loved like how Pippen was like, motherfucker, they got another dude in my position. Pippen has been highly disrespected on that team.
Yeah, but it did show that he's very soft. I didn't know how soft Pippen was.
Me neither, actually. Did you
that game 7 when he had that headache against Detroit? I didn't know that happened. Back in 88, 89, he had the headache in game 7 and he couldn't play. I didn't realize that happened, and that's, I don't know. To me, it's a little soft. Look at Jordan, the flu game. And this guy's got a headache and he can't play, So
true enough. What were you gonna say?
I judge his character.
I was just saying, I'm sure you guys talked about this when you talked about the first half of the episode, but when I found out the whole thing with Scottie Pippen and his contract, my heart broke for him. I was like, he was like the second best player in the league or whatever at the time they were saying, and he was like 125th, the highest paid.
122nd.
His fault.
Oh, how stupid! How dumb to be? I guess.
Alex, but I want to ask you a question since I know it was in the first 5 episodes, but the thing is, like, when his knee got hurt and he's like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna rehab it during the season." Do you blame him for doing that? Would you be angry at him as a teammate knowing that he's $3 million a year? He's the 6th highest paid player on your team, and he doesn't want to take the summer off to rehab, but he'll use the season to rehab his knee. You're his teammate now. You play with him.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I don't.
There's only one person.
There's
only one person that should be. Yeah, fuck. I'm happy he's not playing. It's the dude replacing him on the starting lineup. That's it.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I just felt like he got no respect on that team.
He did.
So I feel.
And he made his own bed. He made his own bed.
Yeah, but he did. I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad for him. It was more with the money thing. I was like, when the one coach was like, two people told him not to sign that contract.
The owner told him not to.
The owner told him not to.
It's like, you sure you want to sign this? Like, come on.
But as an owner, on your 5th, you kind of like took 5 years of paying him nothing. You don't think the 6th year he could have been like, bro, let's restructure this contract?
I know. Yeah.
Well, I'll bet you if he changed his character, his attitude, if he changed his attitude throughout those years, I'll bet you he would have got it.
Yeah.
What do you mean if he changed his character, man? What are you talking about?
His attitude.
You said he made his bed, so don't be mad that he's deciding to roll around all fucking night, making up trouble.
Then you're not going to get a renegotiation. You're not going to get it.
Because if that's the case, then you got to look at Dennis Rodman contract. He was getting paid X amount of money, and he was acting like a total fucking dick the whole time.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
They knew what they were getting. See, they knew it's all about perspective, right? They knew what they were getting. They didn't know they were getting that from Scotty. They thought Scotty was a nice boy. He was going to be quiet, play, do his role.
Don't be mad because I'm paying you shit. You want to be an asshole. Don't be surprised.
You're 100% right. But in the 5th season, you are that guy. You've proven yourself. You know what I mean? You don't think he'd have a bitter taste in his mouth being like Alex at 122nd in the league? Like, come on, man. Mm-hmm. After a while, you'll be like, his attitude has to change. Yeah. It's like you being at work, working your ass off, and you're the second best person in your company, and then people that are fucking losers are making more money than you after 5 years. Exactly. You'd be like, dude, I'm not giving out my all. And this is just at work.
Yeah.
That's the thing is, I don't really blame him for not giving a fuck at the end.
Dude, I would have been like, "Fuck you, ain't playing at all." Watch, and every time you lose, I'd stand up and give you the salute. Go, pay me, and I'll come back in.
Yeah.
When was it? Episode 6, I think it was, when they showed the '94 playoff run, and he decided to stay off on that last point.
That was my next question. It was my next question.
Oh my god, that was horrible though.
Okay,
never.
right.
It's a good segue. Go if you want.
You're right. Okay, so for the people that didn't see it, he was the last shot of the game, right? And it was drawn up for Tony Kukoc, and Scottie Pippen was supposed to inbound the ball, which is probably one of the best passers on the team. I get that. But you're still, again, Michael Jordan isn't on the team. Mm-hmm. You are the next man up. Are you again? You said he's an asshole for not going in. Maybe. But imagine getting spit on again. You're like, Jordan's gone, and I still don't get any respect.
No, that's right. You know, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Yeah, I totally agree. It's like, listen, man, you're paying me shit. I'm the best player you got, and you're gonna look me in the fucking face and tell me you can't make the last shot?
I destroyed Kukoc in the fucking Olympics, and again, and it sucks for Scottie because it was either he misses or he gets it in, and Kukoc got it in.
Yeah.
So it sucks. Yeah. So if he misses, this is a whole nother conversation we're having right now.
Yes.
This is a whole different conversation.
And don't forget, it was Phil Jackson who made that call. So it wasn't even management.
No.
And he had a good relationship with Jackson.
But this is where, so you're saying attitude. How many times can I kick you in the balls and not have your attitude change?
Here's another. You remember when Oakley slapped him in the face when he was a rookie?
Yes.
Did you see that episode? Yes. Come on, man. I would fight him. You don't care if he's gonna kick my ass. I'd fight him for a slap like that. I don't know. It seems like he's very submissive.
He's just so, I just found him so entitled, like that in that moment, like so entitled. I was like, dude,
I did
like,
less.
You're gonna throw a hissy fit right now, like right now you're gonna throw.
Yeah, I would. I've done it.
Not tonight.
And I wasn't even getting paid.
And I call you Pippin, Joe.
Fucking right, call me Pippin.
Yeah.
I was like, what? You putting him in? Hope we lose. I was mean when I played sports. We'd lose. I put a smile on my face. You know?
Joe, nothing's changed, man.
Nothing's changed, right? And why am I still an asshole when we play basketball? How come I can't be nice to people?
Hey, you're consistent, buddy. You're consistent.
When I saw Jordan saying that he was mean to humans, I didn't feel that bad anymore. So
guys, I gotta find this stat. Sorry, I'm looking at the average salary.
Okay.
During that time, so when Jordan was away, Tony Kukoc was making more money than Scottie Pippen.
Okay. Like we said, he was 6th on his team. 6th. That means there's a guy on the bench that made more money than you. So there's a starting 5, and this dude.
And you want me to not say something?
Yeah.
The dude back there that goes,
who cares? That's his decision. Like I don't understand. That's his decision.
That's my point.
No one forced him to take that contract.
But that's my point. You didn't force me to take the contract, but you can't force me to make that.
I understand. If you actually rewatch that episode, the league blew up in salary cap afterwards, though.
Yeah.
So technically, his back was against the wall.
And I think
after he signed the contract,
Yes.
Like they probably should have renegotiated and just like recognized his talent and been like, you know what, you're being paid unfairly, but you know what, they didn't do that, and you still have to do your fucking job anyways. Like I don't go in one day and just decide, you know what, now I'm not making enough money now, so I'm not gonna work that hard.
Like,
well, see, no. I disagree. I disagree with that because someone's paying you don't dictate how you work. I'm sorry. I feel that's not the case.
Give me an example.
Because give you an example. If I wasn't on the team, then the team wouldn't be making that much money.
That's true.
Correct me if I'm wrong. You understand what I'm saying? So really and truly, you can say it's ran by a corporation, but it's not. It's the fucking players who make the team. You get what I'm saying?
Sure.
So show the respect. That's why we got a union. You understand what I mean?
Well,
here's government worker.
Yeah.
Guys, here's a big question. Here's a big question. Where was Michael Jordan in all this?
He wasn't on the team.
Yeah, he was, man.
He wasn't.
How come he never stepped up and said, "Hey, we got to pay Scottie more money here"?
He was pushing him to sign that original contract.
No, he said, "Yo, you got to give Scottie that because I need the rest."
Right?
They didn't talk about that.
Jordan said, "Hey guys, renegotiate his contract."
Okay, but then why does it become Jordan's fucking problem? So
it's
now
not.
That's true. It's not.
You know what?
It's not. But why didn't he step up for him?
We don't know if he didn't though.
Oh, come on. If he stepped up for him, they would have renegotiated.
Really? So if he stepped up, they would have still kept that same team instead of dismantling them? The Chicago Bulls were maniacs, bro.
Yeah.
Maniacs. So that guy wasn't getting pushed around. That GM wasn't getting pushed around to do anything. Doesn't matter.
I got a question. So let's say Scottie Pippen started acting like motherfucking Dennis Rodman. What'd you think they would have did with him? They would have canceled his ass and traded him in a heartbeat.
Yeah. So guys,
if you feel like that about me, then why should I have to be so nice to you?
No, you're absolutely right. What's up? Yeah. I want to know your opinion on what you saw how Jordan treated his teammates. You guys all played sports or obviously played some sort of sport or like did you think that was right? Like getting in people's faces or punching?
Yeah.
Carlos, you should have got a few punches playing with me, and I didn't do that. So I don't know why you're shaking your head. Yes, no. Do you actually think you think that what he did was right?
I heard Carlos was the baddest player on the team when y'all
Carlos
playing.
injures us all, man.
Carlos
We're scared of
Shut
Carlos.
up.
John Sally, buddy.
I'm Dennis Rodman on the court.
Matt Beard, Sally, everybody put together.
You remember the Bad Boys of Detroit? That's Carlos all in one, bro.
I'm getting a Pistons jersey just for that.
We picked Carlos on our team scared, I swear to God.
You know what? BJ Armstrong said it the best, man. They said, is Michael Jordan a nice guy? He's like, to have that mindset, you can't be nice.
No, you can't.
And it's absolutely right. To have that commitment, that will to win, to do anything to win, you can't be a nice guy.
I get it.
But look, all the guys that they interviewed who would call him said he was like an asshole and this and that. They're like, but he brought out the best in all of us doing that. Like they need, that's how he pushed people. It does. I'm telling you right now, Michael Jordan is such a powerful basketball player that it would not matter who they put on that team. That if Michael Jordan, he would be a winner regardless. Like the Bulls could have had anyone on their team, and he would have figured out how to make them all play to his level.
There is one scene on there where when he talks about how much of a fucking asshole he is, that he gets choked up and they cut it. So you think that sometimes he's like, fuck, maybe I went too far?
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? There's got to be a few moments you're just like, fuck.
I think he's just so passionate about it that it gets him emotional.
Yeah. Dude, I get it. Because when these momos are late, I'm pissed off too. I get it. I can't defend that. And I'm not saying we're right or wrong being that type of character in life.
Carlos, did he just call us a momo?
Well, you're Mo and he's Mo, so you're good.
He was late today.
Man, the most profound. I think the most profound interview was Armstrong, and he put Jordan in he put in perspective. Like it made me. You guys know I've been following Jordan since I was a kid. I wanted to be like Mike. He has always been the best skill, the best basketball player, will to win, all that shit.
You ended up like Muggsy.
That's the way I always looked at Jordan. But actually, Armstrong made me look at him differently. You know what he said? He said that Jordan had the ability to change the flow of the game to go parallel with his narrative. Mm-hmm. So it's like he already saw the storyline. He already saw The Last Dance when he got drafted. Mm-hmm. And he just basically went through the journey and made the game flow where he wanted to go. And that's so powerful, man. That's a different way to look at Jordan. He knows how to control the game to make it go the way he wants to go.
Yeah. And I'm sure it wasn't easy for him too to be knowing he had to be an asshole and had to have people feeling this way about him. If that's the only way he could push them. He knew he was taking that on himself, that people were going to see him as an asshole. That's probably also why he got emotional about it.
The reason why he's an asshole is because he wasn't an asshole. He was the hardest working guy on that team.
Yeah.
If you're the best guy on that team and the hardest worker, he's saying, fuck you. You might not be as good as me. Could you please work as hard as me?
Exactly.
So expect everybody to.
Yeah, I totally get that. Now let's talk about his baseball here. Do you think if you would have stuck it out in baseball instead of basketball all his life growing up that he would have turned pro? Well, ask Carlos this since he has the No?
No.
Well, they said he could have.
No. He doesn't have the power to it. He doesn't have the power.
He trained his body to be a basketball player. So you're telling me from a kid with the same mindset, could he have turned? Do you think he could have been not the best? He's not going to be the best baseball player, but
I think he probably would have, knowing Michael Jordan.
No, hold on. Just because of his height. Now I'm looking at Giancarlo Carlos. I think I'm pronouncing his name from the Yankees. Okay, same height. That guy is power, hits the home runs. Jordan, I see him more of a leadoff hitter that has to lead off the game, but his speed is not there. Maybe it was because of the basketball from what we saw in baseball.
Half the fucking first basemen can run to the first base, man, before having a heart attack. What are you talking about?
But they're playing cleanup. They're playing number 4. They're the ones that are supposed to hit the ball out of the park. They're supposed to round around the bases, jog.
So we've seen his dedication to training. So if he just applied that into baseball,
I think it was a break.
No. Like he was getting there.
I'm not talking of the fact that he took a break. We get that, but I'm talking about if he would have stuck it out.
If he would have stuck it out, he would have been. I think they would have put him on maybe batting number 7 or 8.
Okay, I'm talking about as a kid. Carlos, listen, put your head
as a kid.
On. He starts it off. He starts a kid. He never starts playing basketball.
Yes.
The same workability.
I would see him.
Same workability, the same mindset. He's driven because we've seen him do it in basketball, but he flips it. He never plays basketball. He only plays baseball. Could he become a great pro?
Absolutely.
I would say like this. I see him more like a Ricky Henderson kind of player.
Okay, that's not terrible.
Like leading off, but I'm just saying, like if he trained all his life for baseball, his speed would have been there. But just because I saw him, like,
are you going to try and tell me that he was slow?
He said, I guess for a baseball play, he's not even really that slow.
For a leadoff, I'm saying for a leadoff player, because he's agile, he's not bulky, he hits. He was averaging over 280 or something like that, which is more or less for someone. You need to get on base, right? So his role was to get on base.
You don't think you could have had the same logo, but with the fucking glove? No. Balls on the outfield?
No. I'm just saying because of his height of being a 6'6", he would need to be like a Frank Thomas, a Giancarlo, Giambi, guys that can hit it out of the park.
No, I like that. Bam, you have any opinions on this?
Nope.
You have a Yankee fan?
I love it.
Something?
Nope.
Fuck, man of many words. My other question is, he's gone for a year and a half. He comes back. He still loses to the Magics in the playoffs. The Houston Rockets win both those championships, right? If he never loses and they play the Rockets those 2 times, do they win? Do the Chicago Bulls beat the Rockets and go technically 8? Was it 8? Would it be? Yeah, 8 straight.
Well, Jordan always said it that he was always afraid of Olajuwon.
Yes.
If they played him, they wouldn't know how to cover him. Or who would cover him with the first 3 Pete Bulls, right? Without Rodman.
That's right.
So he was afraid of that. However, I still think the Bulls would have took him. I don't think they're small forwards and the point guards would have been able to handle them.
Yeah. Okay. Carlos,
right? I see them winning 5 straight.
So you think they probably take one goes to the Rockets still?
Maybe 4, and then they come back. They lose to the Rockets. Then the following year, they win one more.
And you know what? I was very curious. I did take a peek at the Rockets team. Just in Carmen's point of the whole small forward position, and they had Sam Cassell, who was extremely young back then. Robert Horry, Vernon Maxwell. There's some players. There was some players there, but again, it's something I would have loved because those Houston Rockets teams demolished. What was it? The New York Knicks and the Orlando Magic for those 2 years demolishes them. So I think we missed out as fans of seeing potential fucking great championships. You know what I mean? But let's just give it another question. Let's flip the script a bit. The Last Dance isn't the Last Dance. They keep the same team for X amount of years. How many more championships do you think they win?
1 at most.
Which one? Do you think
7?
You think there's 7? What do you think, Alex?
I was going to say 1 or 2 more. I think
more?
7 or 8.
I think they win 0.
Yeah, you could be right.
And you know what? Don't get me wrong, because sometimes I got to do my research. My research is the year they leave, the team that wins is the 99 Spurs. We're talking about the Tim Duncan and David Robinson era, which is fucking phenomenal, which I think
how
do you cover them? After that, the 2000, 2001, 2002, the LA Lakers, Kobe Bryant and Shaq.
too strong for Jordan. Jordan was too old and it was too strong for him.
2004, we start to get to the Detroit Pistons. They were the new bad boy. 2005, I'm telling you, they don't win. They don't win another one, bro. They don't win another one.
You could be right.
They would have won two.
No.
Why?
No, because they shut down Orlando. Even with Shaq on the team. I'm sorry. And they had Penny.
Sure.
And they had Penny. You get what I'm saying? So they could have done that. They could have took it. I'm telling you, they could have took it.
Absolutely. We're talking about Shaq, what, technically a few years later? No, that's not the same Shaq, brother. That is not even close to the same Shaq. And by the way, it's wait. You might be right because I'm going to give you a bit of respect here because you don't know your shit.
Because Horace Grant left, and it was Horace Grant, Shaq, and Penny. You get
Horace
what I'm
Grant
saying?
is fucking shit. Horace Grant was good because he was open.
But I'm saying he left the team, and they went up against them dudes, and they took them. You get what I'm saying?
Go ahead, Alex.
Well, no, you go ahead because I'm going to try to change.
What's that?
You can go ahead. I was going to kind of change that just because I saw something that Horace Grant came out today talking about how the documentary, they edited out so much criticism of Jordan. He felt like it didn't accurately represent how people felt, but he was basically implying that everyone really didn't like Jordan, but he's also bitter because I guess he thought
there's two types of people in the sports industry that you don't like. You're not supposed to like your fucking star player, and you're not supposed to like your coach. It's just the way it is. Those are the people that make you win. But the thing is, on Bam's defense, okay, I don't think they beat the 99 Spurs, but would the LA Lakers be the same if Phil Jackson doesn't go there?
They probably would have signed Shaq.
Okay.
Ooh, see, he's probably right. See, Carlos looks at he's right because this might the chips fall differently after that. That's a good point.
Hold on, Shaq was there before Phil Jackson got there, no?
Yes, but they didn't win right away.
Shaq came first.
Oh, they got
no. But again, so let's say the Bulls stay together. Let's say they beat the Spurs the first year.
No, you don't.
Let's just say everything changes. Everything changes. You never know. Or they beat Olajuwon the first year. They lose to them on the second year.
Whatever, okay.
Sure.
So many things, it just happened the way it happened, and you can argue whichever way, right? Yep. Joe says, no, they won't win against the Spurs. Maybe they do. Because when the Spurs won, it was just the two big guys up front. They didn't have the Parkers or the Ginobilis or whoever.
Steve Kerr was on the Spurs, so he did a four-peat.
Avery Johnson was on that team.
You might be right, Kerr might have stayed with the Bulls.
Sean Elliott.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, they don't beat that. And it's not that they don't beat that first team. It's the two big men, bro. We're talking about David Robinson and the best power forward of all time. I'm telling you, they don't beat them.
When did Shaq sign with the Lakers? Maybe he would have signed with the Bulls.
Who knows?
No, that's what I'm saying.
You don't know.
Well, the Bulls were giving out $3 million contracts. He wasn't going there.
Hold on, but how many players will say, okay, you know what? I'm almost retiring. I don't care about the money. I want the championship. Or let me get the first championship. You know, to me, I don't know. If I had a chance.
That only happens at the end of your career. It doesn't happen at the beginning of it.
No, but if you have a chance to play with Jordan and this guy's winning 3 championships with, an older squad, and you're a free agent, would you not look at the Bulls just the fact
you are comparing the NBA? You're comparing the NBA as today. Back then, they didn't do that shit, bro.
No, they didn't. They
wanted to join up.
Everyone's goal was to beat him.
Yeah,
Magic was to beat Bird. There was always a reason to beat someone. It wasn't to be like, oh, I'm gonna go. This is just some fucking new shit that's going on. Oh, we'll team up and we'll win. Back then, it wasn't like that. I don't see that.
I heard on the radio saying the LeBron says he will do anything. He would have done anything to play with Jordan. And then I heard
he doesn't have to do anything if he plays with Jordan.
And I heard on the same broadcast, people saying, but no one wanted to play with him in Cleveland. So that's why he jumped ship and went to Miami. Because it wasn't his team in Miami. It was Dwayne Wade's team in Miami.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get it.
Right? So those are the comparisons to me. And then, I'm just saying,
and he plays it with Kyrie Irving and then expects me to give him any credit. We're going to ask Alex this question because you haven't been on before. LeBron James versus Michael Jordan. Who's better?
Michael Jordan. Yeah, okay. But I'm a hater with LeBron James, so I don't know what to tell you. I hate him. LeBron James is probably one of the best basketball players of all time, but I don't know why I'm a hater.
I'm the Scottie Pippen.
I think I hate him too.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't
know why. I just never.
You know why? He does it. He left Cleveland to go play with a super team, and then he wants to be considered the best player in the NBA. No, motherfucker. You stay in Cleveland.
Yeah.
He said people didn't want to play there. Check out Stat Boy Carlos. Check out that year he played last year in Cleveland before he went back. They were first overall.
Well, with Kevin Love and
right before he went to Miami.
Okay.
First overall. This fucking guy says, "Oh, I can't win with this team." You won majority of the games.
I had no respect for him.
He stopped playing though in the finals.
The dude doesn't want to take the last shot. He doesn't want to be a part of it. I can't get on this fucking guy. Where the fuck did Bam Bam go?
Can I guys?
I don't know why LeBron James to me is just too flashy and too celebrity. I think that's what bothers me about him. Is he's too.
It's his aura. It's his vibe.
It's like
his vibe.
Is there something about him that just I just wouldn't want him to lead my team? There's something I don't know what it is.
Don't
like the way I see it, he's like this new generation. I'm sorry, Alex. I know you're younger than us, but where I see younger kids, where they assume that everything is given to them as opposed to earned. So he came into the NBA saying, "I'm going to be the best player of all time."
Not his fault. They called him King James for fuck's sakes.
Hey,
but,
hey, can I ask you a couple questions?
Yes, sir.
Sorry, Carlos. Finish.
Go ahead, Carl.
About The Last Dance. Again, a couple of my critiques here. Where the fuck was Luke Longley and Ron Harper throughout this whole thing?
On the bench.
Not one interview from these guys. Now I know Ron Harper's got he can't speak very well. He's got a speech impediment.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he stutters a lot.
Wasn't Longley in the Raptors? Like he was on there.
No, they never interviewed him once. I didn't see him once on there.
No.
Him and Ron Harper, I think they had a little clip of Ron Harper, but it wasn't an actual interview. It was him saying something in one of the years. But why didn't they say something?
Well, does it matter if they speak?
Do you really want to care what they have to hear?
They're two of the main pieces of that team. I don't think they wanted to speak. I think they hated Jordan.
That could be a great reason not to. Yeah, they say fuck
Absolutely. Come on, man. They're probably paying these guys to interview as well.
That's true.
Right?
100%.
Yeah, of course.
100%.
So why wouldn't you? And if you respect it, you're on the team, you experience this with the team, you wouldn't want to put your 2 cents in? I don't know.
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
So, this just goes back to my critique of this whole Last Dance.
No, I get it.
Carlos Diaz says Longley didn't want to speak.
Why?
Carlos Diaz, yeah. Don't fucking say that without a why.
Give us a link to this article.
I was talking to Ron Harper. He said, "Fuck him." Like, what do you mean? Like, why? Fuck, I don't know. Yeah, no, but do you think there should have been any? Are those the only two that came to mind?
Well, they were starters, right?
Yeah,
so
they were.
I'm thinking, shit, they should have some input here.
No, I get it. Was there anything that surprised you guys at all? Anything besides the Scottie Pippen?
His dad getting shot. His dad getting killed. That surprised me on that. I didn't know anything about that.
I did. And it sucks.
That was shocking. That was hard.
Kind of vague though. Again,
a reason why. What shocked me, believe it or not, is he lives in Australia and he still has to say. I could get Luke Longley on here in 2 seconds. We had an Australian up there. Maybe he's right. First of all, ask Carlos Diaz another question. How the fuck do you know that? Get
us his private message. We'll send him a message. We'll offer him 100 Canadian to come on.
So the dad thing was super surprising. I was surprised that they brought up the rumor of the fact that he got killed because of Jordan's gambling.
Well,
I have heard that rumor.
That was huge. That was a huge conspiracy. And
I know,
they were very vague about that as well.
When I watched that, but the fact that they brought it up at all blew my mind. I thought there were.
I thought there'd be more.
Oh,
they would talk more
about it. That was a huge impact on his life. Like that was a huge those rumors going around, that story going around, hugely impacted who he was. Like that was the first time he was really like shown a lot of controversy and like people started hating.
He had a gambling problem. Jordan had a big gambling problem. The guy was gambling like $100,000 shots.
Yes.
Okay, I have to ask you guys this question then. Did he actually have because the way he puts it, where he was like, no, he's like, I was gambling lots of money because I had lots of money. He's like, it sounds, and people blew it out of proportion because to them that's like an astronomical amount of money. He's like, but to me, it wasn't a lot. So did he really have a gambling problem, or was it just a fact?
Okay, I'm gonna put it this way.
Okay, go, Joe. I want to be next, Joe.
I'm gonna flip the script on you. I have lots of money, but I drink every day because I could afford it. Am I an alcoholic?
Yes.
But I could afford it. But
to me, it's like if you have a gambling problem, it means like you can't control it. Like you gamble.
That guy was gambling with the security guard.
Okay, guys, can I tell you a story that they left out?
Oh
yeah, go.
Carlos, no, before you, how'd you find that out, Carm? How did he tell you to?
Make sure you tell us about that.
That's why they left out a lot of stories in this. But one story, you know what Jordan used to do to Pippen? He used to, before the games, he would go to the guy that would control the, the screens. You know how they have the races with two cars going around the fucking dome?
Yeah.
Yes.
And one of them wins. Yes. And then it's like a get the crowd involved. He would bet Pippen, but he wouldn't know. But he would know who would win because he would talk to the guy before, and he would bet Pippen on which car, and Pippen would take the bet every fucking time and lose. Okay, so he would do shit like that. Like they left out a lot here about his gambling problem.
Hold on. But I know why. But the gambling problem. But he said it the best. You betting $10 is me betting 1,000.
But it doesn't matter. Just because you can afford it doesn't mean you don't have a problem, though.
It's how and what.
No, but
I know people that are making stupid bets on the golf course.
Yeah.
And they can't back it up.
What do you mean? I would have won, but I would have won that day.
That's what I'm saying is if people are reporting, let's say that he's spending a huge amount of money gambling, but it could just not be a lot of money to him. But other people are like, oh, he's out of control.
But he does it with cards.
It's not the money. It's not the money.
Quarters. He's talking
about winning. He wants to win.
Also, why are his eyes? Can we talk about why his eyes are so bloodshot? Like that whole interview.
Yeah, you see that?
His dad has the same problem though.
Okay, so that's genetics. Because like all the video footage of him when he was younger, he's just like so clear and bright-eyed, and he looked like he had drank for 3 days and not slept, and then did this. Like,
he's defeated, man. He's worn out.
Did you find it funny when he looked at the iPad when Gary Payton was telling him, "I had him"?
Yeah.
And he's like,
yeah.
Like he's so. Like,
see, there goes back to his narrative. I think he wanted to win it on Father's Day, and he lost those 2 games on purpose. Because they were up 3-0, and he lost those 2 games on purpose so he can win it on Father's Day.
Could be. That's
why he said I had other things on my mind. He even said it on there. Yeah. He goes, I had Peyton. I had other things on my mind.
But I don't think someone like Michael Jordan would ever lose a game on purpose. I don't know.
I have to agree with that.
I think he would. I think he would.
Why would he lose a game and rolls an ankle or fucks a knee? Like, why would you do that on purpose? Like,
he thought he was indestructible. He has such control of the narrative. I'm telling you, I'm looking at Jordan at a different level after this Last Dance.
Are you?
I agree.
Not at all.
I agree with Carmen. I think he wanted to win it on Father's Day.
Mm-hmm.
It's a better story.
He had the ability to win it on Father's Day. Is my point.
I don't know, dude. That's a fucking risk, man. I don't know.
I just can't see him ever. Like competitive people do not
every game. Why they want to win every game?
Not throw games, but like.
He wants to win every game. I don't know. That's a bold statement. It's pretty cool because it happened that way, right? Mm-hmm. And does he have the ability to do it? Probably. But I mean, me and Alex have to agree. It's this. No, there's no fucking way that.
Yeah. It's possible. It's possible.
Too risky, man.
Yeah.
Bam. Break the tie break here.
Nah, he wouldn't do it.
Yes.
Yeah, you could be right, man. You could be right. But all I'm saying is plausible. It could. I wouldn't be surprised if he did do it on purpose. My point.
That is.
No, he wouldn't do it.
I don't know. I think it's great. Now I got another question. It's a bit off.
He's too egotistical when he plays.
Thank you. That's exactly. I agree. To lose a game, to have someone to say
the whole point.
Yeah, but no, to say that I got you, and it's actually documented on video that I got. No, there's no way he did it on purpose. No way. Now, as competitive of a player and teammate that he was, why is he such a fucking terrible owner and he makes some terrible draft picks?
Every great player is a terrible owner or a terrible coach, because you have so much expectation in people that you just don't know how to bring. You're not a leader. You're more of a you can control your own performance, but to control others like that, it's a different skill set, and he doesn't have it.
You can't mix like your emotion with business. And when he has the mindset of a player, and if he comes at decisions from the you just can't work that way. You have to. There's a reason that they make like the management makes these like cold-blooded decisions because they're all completely detached from like the player side of it, and I don't think he could ever really detach like that.
Yeah.
And most great coaches were a fucking shitty player, anyways. Usually.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
It's so weird. They had the mind, but they didn't have the the skill set. But I just find it's like, I just like when you're about to like either because he gave some terrible contracts. I'm like, wouldn't this dude play him one-on-one? You know what I mean?
Kwame Brown? Why does he draft Kwame Brown? Number 1 overall.
I don't know. And he was like 7 feet and he couldn't palm the ball. Remember that?
Nothing like him. Nothing like how he played.
No.
Like zero resemblance. I don't understand it.
No. Now, when he got drafted, what, third, right?
Third.
Was it third?
Third.
Yeah.
It was Olajuwon and some fucking bum, number 2.
Sam Bowie.
Wow, Sam Bowie. Now, does
Portland Trailblazers.
Portland Trailblazers kick themselves in the ass for that?
Yep.
Even though they had Clyde Drexler?
Well, they had Clyde Drexler. That's why, right?
I get it, man. I get it. I don't know. I get it. But overall, what do you guys think about the documentary? You think there's lots of stuff being missing out of there, Carm?
I think, yes. I think they've missed up a few stories that they could have went more detail, but I think Jordan said, listen, let's stay out of that. Let's keep that to a minimum.
He had no say. He had no say in whoever put up the Netflix came out and said that Jordan had no input in the editing or no say in what did get put in and what didn't.
I don't know. I don't believe that. Come on. It's about Jordan. I don't think he imagine doing a story about myself and I have no input on what gets put in.
It's not about Jordan.
Yeah,
it is. Well, pretty much.
So hold on. ESPN's the one that did this, and he's pretty tight with ESPN. Yeah. So I think he did.
But they did leave out some stuff, right? They did leave out some details.
But how many more fucking episodes do you want? 2 more?
Yeah.
Why not?
No,
I would
I'm
want
that it's over now. I looked forward every week to this. It was like what I was looking forward to, and now it's done.
And there's a small part about it was like the first 5 was it was juicier than the last 5.
Yes,
when I got deeper into it, I was like, I don't really give a fuck. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I was more interested in it was about Michael rather than about the basketball season the last 5 episodes.
Yeah, absolutely. You're absolutely right.
I wanted to see why he went to the Wizards and his start journey to owning the Hornets.
But see, now you can be on the last dance.
It's the last. Right? The title is their last season.
Yeah, I know. So give me another little mini series, another 2 episodes about him.
Yeah, I would definitely watch more about him.
Sure,
it's not a bad idea. I would love to see the Wizards, the reasons behind the Wizards. You know what? What sucks about him going to the Wizards is we looked at him as like, oh, why did he do that? Blah. If you actually look at his stats, they weren't that terrible at all.
They weren't at all.
He averaged over 20 points a game.
They were really good. Even at his age, they were really good. But it's just because we didn't see what we saw before. We're like, you know what I mean? So I don't know.
He got 51 points. He got 51 points at 40 years old. Right?
That's pretty fucking good.
I think he's the only player that's done that.
Crazy.
That's pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
Kobe plays him one-on-one, Carm. Who wins?
What age?
Michael Jordan.
Doesn't matter.
A tough call, man. They're like the replicas of each
very
other.
Similar, right?
Or Kobe would be a copy of Jordan. So it's
that's what Kobe said, right, in the documentary.
Well, what I love
is
like
you don't get me without him.
Absolutely. Yep. We all were not Kobe fans because of Michael Jordan. Then we became Kobe fans when LeBron showed up.
I became more of a Kobe believer and compared him to Michael Moore when he started winning without Shaq.
With Paul Gasol?
Right?
Yeah.
Right? He didn't have that 3-peat with Shaq. Yeah, I know. And that's when he started to prove himself that he can continue. You know, he went through some challenges, but he brought the team back up and won. That's what Jordan did.
It's another broken up dynasty there. It wish Shaq would have stayed there a little bit longer.
Absolutely.
All right, let's get to the next topic. There's a clown that's on the news again.
This one's going to be real quick.
Listen, I'm excited about this one.
I'm going to put it up.
Who is this 6ix9ine individual?
All right, 6ix9ine claims that he's fastest climb to 100 million video views, leapfrogging Ariana Grande and Taylor Swift. 100 million views. He claims this. He's probably right. Bam, I want to start this with you. No, I got to start with Bam here.
Yeah, go ahead.
The man snitched, came home, and broke Instagram. You trying to tell me he's not deserving where he won his spot?
Carm, go ahead. I don't want to repeat. I don't want to answer that. Go ahead.
Forget him. I want to meet the 100 million people who are following him. Okay.
The people who don't, the new generation don't give a fuck about snitching. That's who it is.
No.
Listen, Joe, when you told me about this, I researched this guy.
Sorry.
And I'm like, wow, what has things come to?
There you go.
That's the power of social media, man. This guy came from nothing and became a instant celebrity through social media.
He bought it through associating with a gang, and then when shit hit the fan, he completely turned on that gang. And
his music sucks.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
Hold on. What?
Let's take this back for a second. If he wasn't making music, would you have heard about that guy?
No.
Okay, so really and truly, the gang is getting their reputation from this guy. Because if you didn't see this purple-headed rainbow motherfucker, you wouldn't have noticed him. You get what I'm saying? You wouldn't have noticed the gang. You wouldn't have noticed nothing.
But the gangs don't want to be noticed. They're like the gang.
I think I would know.
Notoriety. They were getting it for money. They were taking commission out of the money he made. They helped blow this guy up, gave him like street stats, like whatever. Street stats. Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
I totally disagree. I totally disagree because Bloods and Crips, they got their reputation. They put in the work already. You get what I'm saying? Now this dude, he did what he did. So let's say you're right. I'm gonna give you that. Let's say you're right. The man went to jail. He snitched. He came home and still broke the internet. So ask yourself, how did he do that? Because he's a new age. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Well, he did that because you're right. One, the age group of people that follow him, like, don't really know the severity of what he did. Number one. And number two, it's because he's used this. He's completely capitalized on this rat, image that he's been given now. He's trying to turn it. He's basically saying, if I call myself this and if I say this myself, then you guys have no power. And it's kind of true. It's been working for him.
Yes.
So you're trying to tell me he's been using the normal concept of if it bleeds, it leads concept. He's using it. You're mad at him for it? You can't be mad at him for it because all he's doing is he's trolling.
I'm not mad at him. I'm shocked that this guy is still.
He's trolling people to the utmost. You get what I'm saying? He's smart. You understand what I'm saying?
I thought he was in the movie.
He is not.
That's what I thought.
He's smart. He's smart. He came home for snitching. Everybody wants to know what he's saying about snitching. Every big rapper these days.
Okay. Do you blame him for snitching? Bam.
Do I blame him for snitching?
Yeah.
No.
Explain us why.
Ain't nowhere hell I'm making $100 million fucking dollars, and you motherfuckers are acting like a fool and get me locked the fuck up, and then turn around and disrespect me and go fuck my baby mama? No.
And try to kidnap him.
Okay, but.
Come on.
You guys see his music videos?
You know what I mean? Check this out. So the bottom line is this.
Every second.
If I was in a gang life and I'm doing this and I shot a motherfucker, but the bottom line is this, dude, I'm making millions of dollars, bro. And now I'm locked up, not making no money, and you're outside claiming, and now he's home making millions of dollars, and them gang motherfuckers ain't.
But it's just because you come back out of jail, like that doesn't how much money you make when you come out of jail doesn't justify if you snitched on or not.
Let me. You know what? Wait, hold on. You know what? I was watching a little. Everybody's been throwing up these days on the internet their albums and stuff like that. And Ice Cube said it best. You know, you can have a motherfucker saying he pro-black, but send him to Africa and that nigga be begging to come back. You understand what I'm saying?
Why does it have to rap?
I love the state there, actually.
You understand what I'm saying? He said it best.
Yeah.
I could be pro-black like a motherfucker, but you send me to Africa, I'll be like, no, I need to go back to the States. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You lock a man up that's making $1 million, he wants to come home and get his money. You understand what I'm saying? No matter what it is.
So he hits 100 million views. 100 million.
I think it's people trying to find his location to kill him.
Yeah, me too. I think it's like.
Hold on, guys. The world is a 99% a bunch of pussies. There is not 100 million people that want to kill him.
Studio thugs.
I personally think Me, because I hate this troll to death. I hate playing him as a DJ.
I believe we're talking about him.
I hate his music.
I know I would beat the shit out of him in about 0.8 of a second. Like, he can't be a fucking thug. It blows my mind. But I think when he came out, the first thing that everyone wanted to know was, what is he going to address? And he addressed, yes, I ratted. They did this to me. Fuck that. They're not loyal to me. I'm not loyal to them. Okay, fair enough. I think his video hits 100 million views because the curiosity is, what the fuck are you going to rap now if you don't have that thug life behind you no more?
Okay. Now, to answer that, even if he didn't have nothing to rap about, he knows how to start trouble. And the next big thing that he starts, he goes after the Billboard 100. You understand? He's picking his battles right. You get what I'm saying?
I can't believe 50 Cent and Snoop Dogg are wasting their time on this guy, man.
Thank you. You understand what I'm saying?
Because you know what? 50 Cent and Snoop Dogg come from a different time where if you snitched on someone as heavy as he did, you were getting shot the second you came out of jail.
Okay.
That's why
hold on.
If I had their pedigree, reputation, I wouldn't waste my time with this guy.
Hold on. Snoop Dogg has there's a Snoop Dogg conspiracy I'm going to start. He's involved with some kind of legal aspect because this guy would have gone to jail a lot for going around smoking his joints all over the place, growing it. He's gotten away with a lot, so he has to be doing something.
I
agree with Alex. Okay, I agree with her because back in the day, you did that shit, you're going to catch it. You get what I'm saying? Yes. But here's the problem. Snoop,
it's not that throat.
Snoop and 50 is making him bigger by even saying something.
Yeah,
if Tekashi got 500,000 fans and Snoop got 15 million fans, the fact that Snoop even talking about him is making him bigger. Shut the fuck up. Ignore this man, and he will fade. You get what I'm saying?
That's the thing is, I hate the attention he's got since he's got a
there you go.
Go away.
And that's his game plan. Look at me. I
think it's a curiosity thing. O.J. Simpson was more famous when he got out of jail. People want to know what the fuck you're going to do. What's your next move? What are you going to say? What's your first interview? But after that, it gets fucking, we're like, So we heard him on Instagram saying that he's a rat, and why he ratted. Whatever. Agree or disagree, he said it. Second thing, he comes up with a music video, hits 100 million views. We're all curious on what the fuck you're going to rap about. My question is, he pops the second video out. Is it going to be as popular as the first one?
It's going to be as popular as the first one. It's going to be as popular as the first one because he made sure to line it up by arguing with the billboards. You understand? He's making himself a fucking martyr. Okay, you get what I'm saying?
Fuck what he has to say about the billboards. It doesn't matter.
It does matter because if he don't get anywhere on the Billboard charts, it looked like the Billboards is trying to blackball him. You understand? That's the attention he wants. Long as he got that attention, he's going to make money.
If he never makes the billboards again, we all could agree he fucking sucks.
I agree there. I agree on that. I agree on that, but it's not about sucking anymore. It's about attention.
Okay, hold on. Does anyone like any of his songs here?
I do, actually. I like one of his songs.
Wait, hold up.
I knew that was coming.
Hold up. I hate them all. There is one song.
What is it?
And it's the reggaeton one, where he's actually singing in Spanish. Remember when I said he actually sounds better when he's singing in Spanish than it is
when he's rapping?
Yeah, I've heard that actually. I've heard that.
That's the only one I'll ever listen to ever again.
I'll be honest. I only like one of his songs. You know what I mean? But like I said, the man snitched. And, like I said, the hardest motherfucker that's acting all gangster and this. Believe you when I tell you, when they put in a situation, they're gonna fucking snitch. And if they don't
45 years in jail. 45 years he was facing in jail.
For what? What was that for?
He had all these gun charges, all these gun charges, all this. I forget what all his charges were, but he was facing.
So he spent a year?
In jail. Yeah, something like that.
He's being charged for all the shit that they done. You understand what I'm saying?
They used them.
He did get a lot. No, but he was getting charged with a lot of shit that he did. He was up to no good when he was when that was happening. He got kidnapped. What happened? He got kidnapped before he went to jail. Remember that?
This is my point. How are you going to be up to no good when you're sitting on the TV screen and everybody watching everything you do?
Because he wasn't really on everyone's radar.
Oh, trust me,
what I
he
mean?
was on everybody's radar because if he wasn't rapping, he was too busy trolling other rappers, instigating shit and starting trouble.
No,
you get what I'm saying? So when they snatched him up, the reason why they snatched him up is because you're running your mouth, we're going to snatch you up, and we're going to make you snitch on everybody else. And that's exactly what happened. You get what I'm saying? You know? Which they should have known he's a bitch from the beginning, and he's going to snitch, so we need to put him in the back. You get what I'm saying?
You know?
Yeah.
Did you guys hear how he lied or kept changing his story on how he came up with his name?
Who cares?
No, I don't. Honestly,
like
I don't.
5 different stories. Like, why
He was
not
doing
choose
6ix9ine
one?
with the guy?
No, some Japanese roommate and some bum that he got the name from, and then I don't know another story. I got
of his name.
confused.
There's a letter. Is it 6 letters from his first name and 9 letters from his last?
That too, Danny Hernandez, right? So 6ix9ine.
Yeah.
It's I don't know.
care.
No.
He's a snitch.
Don't
He
care.
knows how to troll. And long as the youngins, because the problem is there's a big disconnect between the youngins and the old school rappers. There's a big disconnect.
That's the reason why
getting involved.
That's the only reason why he's doing what he's doing, because the young people right now is just like, what is he going to say? He's going to say something stupid. Oh, that's funny. Ha ha ha. It's okay. But Joe and Alex and Carm and me, you know, Joe, you know me. You say some shit about me, I'm coming to knock on your fucking door. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not.
You ain't knocking on my fucking door. Shut up.
I'm not going to be on Netflix and fucking Instagram and all that shit saying I'm coming to get you. I'm not saying it. I'm getting in my car. I'm coming to your house. Now what? You know?
Are you allowed crossing the states or the borders?
Monetize that shit, man. Go on social media.
But the new kids, they're not worried about that.
So do you think there's
What do you think's gonna happen to him?
To who? To who?
Tekashi 6ix9ine. What do you think's gonna How do you think he's gonna play out?
I think he's gonna fade. I think we saw.
He's definitely gonna fade in time.
We saw the circus. We heard what he had to say. His videos. Okay, sure, you got a lot of views. I get it, but there's a curiosity thing. It wasn't a lot of views of holy fuck. Check this out. It's he's running around with a big fat head. And it's fucking big rat head. It's kind of funny. It is kind of funny, but the guy's a clown. So now either you become a fucking clown act from a circus because this rap game's over. It's done.
Yeah, it's done.
It's done. What the thing is, do you think as the old rappers that we mentioned, like 50 or Snoop, do you think that they're kind of maybe trying to even use this platform to steal some of his viewership? Like some of his fans.
Like they're feeling left out and they need some love, right?
Because, you know what? Say, hey, bro, don't roll with this fucking guy. Come roll with us. I know you tried to flip the script on that, Bam. You tried to say, oh, you know, you're giving this guy all this attention. But do you think maybe they're being like, fuck this motherfucker, come with us? Because if it's 500, it's 500 fucking thousand. It is what it is.
I hear where you're coming from, but the fact of the matter is, if you got your fans, if you don't respond to another rapper, he's going to fade, and those fans are going to be yours anyways. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? So there's no sense to even talk about it. You get what I'm saying? Like KRS-One and MC Shan. If MC Shan never responded to KRS-One, he would have never went nowhere.
You think that?
I know that. The only reason why KRS-One got big is because MC Shan responded to KRS-One.
Honestly, I don't think there's a motive to get fans or get followers in the fact that these guys respond to them. I think it's out of genuine outrage. Like, you have to remember, the last 30 years, people have rappers have been rapping about the G code for the last 30 years. All these, you know what I mean? All these things that I think it's honest outrage. They're shocked that this guy, and he just that a little bit. It was televised. It was the most national thing ever, and he sold out really heavy dudes. And it's I just feel like people are shocked that he signed a record. He signed a record label, signed him for 2 albums. What was $100 million or something while he was in jail on trial, turning on people. He just made all this money, and I think these guys are
what the fuck?
I don't know if you know.
How they gonna say what the fuck? They mad. How they gonna say what the fuck? They mad because
they're mad.
They mad because
they're Scottie Pippen, bro. Yes, they're mad.
This guy's just an insane genius.
What they mad about is they thought that motherfucker was going to jail for 45 years, but that motherfucker made $40 million instead. You get what I'm saying? That's what they mad because they thought it. Oh, we got him. He's a bull. He's a bitch. He's gonna get locked up for all the bullshit we did, and he just turned the tables on him. That's all he did.
Look at Alex. Alex Abarca writes, to put back on the competitive tip of MC Shan, he had to respond. Otherwise, the street would have lost his battle. And you've admitted this to me, that the hip hop game is a battle.
That's right. It's always been. And like I said, if MC Shan didn't respond to him, it didn't matter because MC Shan already had his fame. So his fans would have never left. You understand what I'm saying? The fact of the matter is MC Shan responded because of hip hop. Okay. Because of hip hop. It's an ego. You have to. You told
me that you would have went to the guy's door. So why don't you just ignore people instead of going to their door and knocking on the door?
But this is what I'm saying. Snoop Dogg can't go to his door and do what he needs to do. You understand? So Snoop Dogg is trying to talk about it. You know what I mean? And that's the worst thing you could do. Right now, you at a state in your life and you at a level of musical standpoint, you're an icon, dude. There's no need to respond to this dude. You understand what I'm saying? None.
But there's also a sense of like not loyalty in the rap community too, but it's like it's that whole mentality where it's like you can't. A lot of these guys are criminals and are involved in criminal behavior, and it's like the thing is like they don't want this guy in the rap community that's like if he's gonna be around, he's gonna go around like snitching on everything he sees. You know what I mean? Like
been in the community to begin with.
You can't be mad at the youngins when you didn't take the time out to teach them how the fucking game works. You understand?
You don't. You don't have
He's
to
changed the game, guys. He's changing the game.
You get what I'm saying? You can't sit there and speak this, and don't look at the youngins and give them the wisdom and the
I think all their
knowledge
music. I think their music tells them not to snitch and tells them exactly how it is.
No. You can rap about whatever you want, but when you see a young motherfucker come up out the game and blow up out of nowhere, you need to give him some guidance on what he's going to need to do. You understand what I'm saying?
Taking any guidance?
But that's my point. I'm not trying to blame the old school for what's going on, but a lot of the old school dudes did not teach the young cats what they need to know. You understand what I'm saying?
I know none of you can answer this. I just want to know, what fucking song was it? Or what, the album that was like, oh my God, this fucking guy's great.
Gouda cheese?
No idea. The only song I know by him is a song called Gunmo, and I don't actually really know the song. Gunmo. No, Gunmo.
Guys,
but I don't even know if it's a good song or not. That's the only one song I've ever heard by him.
Go ahead.
Sorry, ma'am. Just to touch on base, I really don't want to talk about this guy. I'll stay here silent, but just one thing. What color bandana's on Snoop's backside?
Blue.
Backside?
Blue.
Okay, blue. You know what that represents. But he didn't have to respond to anything. If you want to talk about old school mentality, shut your mouth, just send them fucking local Crips crew out there and just kill him.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing there.
I just thought he was just going to get handled. Like, to be honest, I feel like it's a matter of time.
He still will. But you don't think it's creatively fun to like write a fucking song about him anyways? You don't see that?
Yes, he's a genius. He's an insane genius.
Who is?
This fucking Gouda cheese guy.
Oh no! I'm talking about.
Oh wow!
See, he's an old school rapper. What the fuck can you be motivated to be rapping about these days? No.
Yeah.
You made millions. You billion albums, and this little rat comes out. So I see what you're saying. He's gonna get got by. Whoever kills him is gonna be a fucking retard. Like he'll have no gang member relation. Trust me, it's gonna be the shooting of all times, and it's a guy that's gonna think, look what I did. I killed this rat. I'm telling you, it's not gonna be a gang member. But,
it's too much out there. Yeah.
But I'm just saying what it is. I think like people like 50 and stuff are just like, fuck it. Snoop made a track. I think it was fucking hilarious when I heard it. But why not? Why not make that track and get people
off of it? Yeah.
To listen to it and be like, fuck it, make a bit of dough off it. It doesn't.
Yeah. Strike while the iron's hot. If this is what like people are talking about right now,
I don't know.
Jump in.
You say get a feed off of it. Some people might look at it as he's fading. He's making an attempt to keep his career alive. You get what I'm saying?
But at the end of the day,
you know what I mean. But these young people will look at it like that, right?
Exactly.
They will look at it. Like that.
Does it really fucking matter what people think when you're making money?
But that's my point. If you're so fucking rich and you're an icon, why do you need to talk about this rap?
Why not?
You may not be that rich. You may not be that rich.
Alex brought up a good point. It's like someone's got to do it.
You know what I mean?
Someone has. Like I think,
if you don't want the rat around, don't talk about the rat. You get what I'm saying? Because if you don't talk about rat, you don't feed the rat don't eat, the rat fades. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You win.
I see what you're saying, but I think it's on an because these guys are all entertainers at the end of the fucking day.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's entertaining the fact that he entertained this and made a song from it. I don't disagree with him doing that. I see exactly what you're trying to say, but
I feel like Snoop and all these big dudes, they shouldn't even respond to this guy.
Album, I'm telling you, whatever. But Carm, I got one question for you.
Do it.
Talked on the phone a few days ago, and I told you to check out this guy, and you had no fucking idea what I was talking about. When you were watching this shit, did you think I was fucking with you?
Yes. I'm thinking, wow, this is incredible where we've come to. Like, what kind of entertainment people are interested in, intrigued by. You know, giving this guy this platform to do what? Like, this guy became popular from apparel that said HIV on it. That's how he started off. Did you guys know that?
No, but thank you for doing your homework.
I don't know anything
HIV
about him,
and
really.
STDs, and he had all this shit on his shirts. That's how he became popular. He wasn't a rapper when he was a kid. Then he started to get into the game, and it's like, wow, this guy created his own. Like, he created this character, and people started following it. And he now does anything he wants, and he'll get followers. He's a fucking insane genius.
And that's my point. You get what I'm saying? Nobody was around to tell him, you go that route, it's not going to happen for you, whatever the case may be. But no. They just let him go. These new kids, they don't care. Anything that catch your attention, the boy's a troll. He knows how to get your attention.
He's a troll.
I'm going to listen to you. I'm not going to listen to anybody.
You know
what I mean? I'm just saying. See, look. Alex Abreka's right. I'm just telling you. What they're doing is a part of the game.
Snoop Dogg doesn't need to be in the limelight. Like, he's rich enough. Like, you know what I mean? I don't think Snoop jumped in on this. I don't think Snoop jumped in on this to get attention. I think he just jumped in because he's a mouthy guy and he has an opinion about it. Snoop doesn't need the fame from the Tekashi 6ix9ine drama.
Not at all. I agree. I think it's a part of the game. A guy rats. People write about it. They make a song. It's whatever. It's a part of entertainment. That's just the way I look at it.
Yeah.
Now,
hold on.
Yeah,
one thing I want to say before.
I'm ashamed of all of us.
Carlos, you said you're going to keep quiet. What the fuck you got to say?
Sorry. Not that I'm actually thinking of it. When it comes to the code of the streets and all that other stuff, not speaking and not saying shit, technically Snoop and 50 are maybe just
right? Yeah.
Just saying, you know what? You should have just kept your fucking mouth shut, bud. Just to keep it old school mentality. You know, maybe now, like you were saying earlier, now they're trying to teach him.
Carlos, they fuck your baby mama, they kidnap you, and they try to rob you, and you're doing 45 to life.
And left you in a 6x10 broke, motherfucker. How you feel then?
you ain't gonna rob me out a little bit? What's wrong with you?
No. But did Snoop and 50 do that to him?
No, but that's not my point. My point is that, I understand why them guys are saying what they're saying, but you know what? Instead of saying it now, why didn't you say it when he first came out? You get what I'm saying? If you're gonna roll with this motherfucking gang and you're gonna be in this gang life, get your shit together. You understand what I'm saying? Because nobody did that to these young cats. Because all these young cats are just running rampant.
They don't care. They don't care.
But we all knew this guy wasn't gangster. Like, come on, Carm. You know?
Yeah.
Were you threatened by this guy if you would have seen
Hell no.
I think he's shorter than you. He's a short little midget.
The dude is not a gangster. So we at the end of the day, it's like watching a fucking a TV show.
I seen a YouTube video about.
I thought it was a joke.
I seen a YouTube video about rappers in Toronto that's in jail right now. 2 dudes from fucking Toronto who had a good fucking rap career went riding around, acting up, going to another territory to shoot up some people on some fucked up pills. Now these motherfuckers are in jail, not making no money, trying to prove a fucking point. What the fuck is wrong with these people?
One hell of a drug.
They running.
You're that game, baby.
They're running rampant. You're making millions of dollars. What do you need to go over there and shoot at him for? You get what I mean? Oh, to try to get your rep up. So if you're trying to get your rep up, then when you get locked up, hey, that's your problem. So you see what I'm saying? They running rampant. No old school rappers tell them, listen, you don't need to go over there and fuck with that dude right now.
True.
You see what I'm saying?
This guy's again. I'm gonna say it again. He's an insane genius. Okay, he knows how to get an audience, and he has perfected his craft.
And yes, he has, and that's all I'm saying. He just know how to keep on top of the fucking game. You know, fucking with the Billboard's 100.
100 million people. Come on.
Stop with the billboard. Stop with the billboard.
No one cares about the billboards, bro.
Trust me. Billboards.
I've been DJing for years. Do you remember as I've seen them? I knew that shit's manipulated. He brought it out. I was kind of happy that someone said something. I was like, "There's no fucking way that this shit's number 5 or number 1." I was like, "This shit's fucking garbage." But the thing is, he said something because he's behind the scenes. But on a technicality, I already knew that shit was happening. It wasn't like, "Holy fuck, what a game changer!"
But it's the aftermath. It's the aftermath he wants.
And what does he get? He's not going to get any from it.
You think?
Hey, Joe, has anybody ever requested his songs to you?
Yes.
No.
Really?
Unbelievable.
Well, don't get people. Okay, you know me. I listened to it once, and what do you think my reply would have been?
Not putting this shit on. I know a song that Joe would have loved to play more than this guy.
That's fucking worse. I sit people down.
I'm done with this 6.
No. I get people. I ask people if they want to. I get them to explain to me why they like it. Because I don't fucking understand. I said to them in the interview, why do you like him? He's garbage. You know what I mean? Like, I don't get it. Why? Oh, well, I don't get it.
I tried to give him a shot, but like, I can't vibe with any of his music.
No.
So I do have to say thank you for not telling me about this song and only telling Carm about it, because I would have done it.
I told Carm to do his homework. That's what.
Yeah, but thank you for not telling me to do my homework on this guy.
Well, you wouldn't have fucking done it anyway.
I wouldn't have done it because of this guy. You know how much I love him.
No.
You wouldn't have done it anyways. I haven't really. I scrolled through the fucking video. I've watched him try. I don't know if you guys have a chance. It's an 8 Mile beat, and he tries to freestyle on it.
No,
it's terrible.
You saw that?
Yes, he repeats himself over and over again.
There's no way that this guy. I was like, this fucking guy's terrible. So at the end of the day, I still even think someone wrote some of his shit.
Oh my god,
he's that bad. So he's back, but I
need to stop hitting.
But I swear to God,
my boy.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, what are your predictions? I think he fades.
Hold on.
Well,
let me ask all of you guys. Let me ask you one question.
I thought you were done.
No. I want to ask you guys one question.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Kim Kardashian, what talent does she have?
Nothing.
Opening her legs.
Huh? What talent does she have?
Let's ask Alex this. Alex, what do you think?
She has
still too young for this. She was too young for this.
No. What do you mean?
No.
Kim Kardashian? No, I'm not.
Do she have any talent?
Kim Kardashian? No, but she came in the right time. She's a social media queen. She capitalized on using her sexuality and her money and her clothes. That's what her talent is. Her talent is marketing herself.
Her talent.
Well, actually, I shouldn't say that. Her mom. Her mom's talent. Her mom did that.
She didn't do nothing. She didn't do nothing that Paris Hilton didn't do. So if the world allowed Paris Hilton and Kim Kardashian to be as rich as they want, you can't be mad at this fucking rainbow freak motherfucker.
Yeah, but
for
they
doing
also
what he
didn't.
Hold on.
I don't know.
Kim and
Everybody want to fuck these girls. No one wants to touch this troll, bro.
No, hold on.
At least
they have Kim and Paris. At least I can look at them. This guy, fuck that.
Yeah. And like I said, long as he capitalizes
on sex object or something.
Do you think he's cute, Alex? Cute. At least cute. Do you think? Attractive. Anything.
My point is none of them have. My point is this: none of them have talent, but long as they keep your fucking attention, they're gonna be rich. That's my point.
So you think he's gonna be around still?
Yeah, I think he's gonna be around for a while.
Carm, you think he's around for a while? Carlos?
I think he will, man. Come on, 100 million views. How do you knock that off?
Yeah, but he's giving 100 million views because people want to know what the fuck his next song is gonna be.
Right, and then he'll do his next video.
What, and rap about being a rat again?
I don't know.
That's it.
Controversy,
Drake, please make a song.
The controversy.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Alex, you think
he's picking his battles?
I don't know. I think he's gonna fade away.
Yeah. If he was fucking Fabio, he still wouldn't make millions.
Fabio who?
Who?
Fabio who?
If 6ix9ine was the sexiest man,
my Italian bro,
he still wouldn't make any money.
The guy from the book covers? That Fabio?
He wouldn't have made no money.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have made no money.
You're really going old school.
He wouldn't have made no
Carlos, he fades or he sticks around?
I could give a fuck. I don't care. Fades and fast.
If you watch any episodes, Carlos answers fucking 0 questions and takes everything over there. Does he fade or does he
fades?
Thank you. I think he fades.
I hope he dies.
Hopefully.
Relax. Leave your people alone, Carlos.
I think he's good.
I'm not Mexican. I'm not Mexican. He ain't my person.
Yeah, he is. Yeah,
no, he isn't.
Anyways,
I just think as long as he be a troll, he'd be around.
Joe, can I say one last thing, Joe?
What the fuck you want, bro?
From everything we talked about today, guys, all I want to say is create your own last dance, all right?
Oh, God.
Shut up.
Let's go golfing on Sunday, Carl.
Create your own last dance, guys.
On my last dance, you're going to be Luke Longley, bro.
Yes, sir. Hey, that's the last dance. Go for
we
it.
don't want to hear from you.
If you're Luke Longley and Ron Harper, you're going to be back there somewhere. You're not.
Where are those motherfuckers? Let's go find them.
But Alex, you had some good points on that, though. I like it. I like that.
Yeah.
Have you seen this bottle? It's going somewhere.
Yeah, I hope
it's
so.
It's doing something.
Because you're not.
It's going in the garbage.
Guys,
you keep consuming it.
We'll have to talk about this in about 3 or 4 months. We have to see what this.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot shorter.
Time.
Yeah, because it's only time they'll tell. And either Bam and Carm fucking are right, which they're usually wrong anyways. No?
Always right.
Yeah,
always right.
Shut up. But it will see. It's only time will tell, so we'll go from there. But this lasted a little. You know what? This lasted a little longer than I thought, and I really hope to never talk about this fucking midget again.
Wow.
Yeah, me too.
But it is what it is. The Last Dance and Tekashi 6ix9ine. It is what it is.
Well, could I throw the assassination? That should have been the assassination.
That could have been, but that could have been a whole fucking 40-minute though. But no, we're good, bro. We're good. Anyways, guys, it's always a pleasure shooting the shit with you guys, man.
Yeah.
Good night.
Yeah.
Good seeing you guys.
Later.